all is well. So today, I'm plugging in this as case number 14. This is going to be on Nylo Lattimore. I know that this young baby is still missing, right? They have never recovered this baby. Today, I want to go in using these location cards. These location cards are, in fact, new. This location cards is something that I just started working with, looking through them Saturday, and I'm just going to reiterate some of the things that I have said on the previous recording because I don't know who is watching which recording. So I'm just going to say this. I have tried these on 2 other people who has been murdered by way of violence. And when I asked the questions to families, they told me that, yes, the locations was true. It was exact. All right. It was matched up to the location where they was at. So I want to try these location cards. I am thinking about making some location cards of my own. All right. I have talked to someone who does make my cards for me, and they told me that they have no problem. I just don't know what kind of locations I want to put up there as of yet. Right? So I just reached out to this person yesterday regarding these locations. So we'll see what happened with that. Another thing is I want to focus on this right here. So I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to go in with these cards right here for Nylo Lattimore. I'm going to leave this out, right? I'm going to go in with these cards for location. So I'm using these cards only for my location right here in this area, right? I want to focus on. But I'm going to go in with the Ancestors cards for clarity of some things, right? So we are looking at Nylo Lattimore. Nylo Lattimore. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Right? For one, I got something that looks like a zoo, right? Look like some kind of zoo, some kind of museum, anywhere where animals may be. Then I have this. This looks like a busy area, right? Downtown. It reminds me of Chinatown, all right? I even see some Chinese writing a little like up here, right? So this reminds me of Chinatown. If anybody been to New York City, downtown, Chinatown, you'll understand, right? So this reminds me of a small little community, right? Maybe a community where only their own kind stay there. When I mean that, I mean like a Chinese area where, you know, Chinatown is, or a Jewish area where you will only see Jewish people at, right? So I'm looking at some kind of area like that right here. Then I'm seeing this right here. You see these kids and you see the parent or whatever. This right here, I had already made mental notes on some of these things. This one right here lets me know like a parent is involved. Okay, so anything like that, I'm seeing a parent is involved in some kind of way, right? And I'm gonna be very careful because I know that his parent has been killed. All right, so I know that a parent is involved. Right, let's go into the full location. This flew out, right? This remind me, I can't really put into mind what this could be, but this could be some kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of like an overpass and you could eat there, maybe like a little sitting picnic area, carnival area, something like that. It reminds me of something that a tent that they put up to eat at when they're having a carnival or some kind of eatery. Interesting. All right. Right here. Okay. It say, this is like a hot dog stand or something like this. Right here. Maybe a place where you could come and drive up, order food or some sort like this. Right. Just take a mental note of that. Then right here, I'm seeing a convenience store. Right. A convenience store. Right. This is like a convenience store. It got hoagies and different things like that. And this was upside down. So I got to really look at the ending, and I got to look at a convenience store, right? Here, I got a food stand. Here, I have a convenience store. Here, I got like a area that it reminds me of maybe a certain group of people only go to this place, all right? Because I got to look at this that say Chinatown. So I got to look at a town, an area where only a group of people, they may do certain things in this area, right? Now, branching out. I'm seeing, and that's crazy because was this the same baby? I seen myself going up on a wheel or something. All right. The ancestors gave me a vision. I was supposed to look to the left, right? Look what's that at the left of me, right? A bridge or a highway. You understand? A bridge or a highway, right? I just find that interesting because I kept on seeing something like, I don't know, maybe amusement, because I was on a wonder wheel, like a one of those wonder wheels or whatever, right? That you go in, and I was going up and I'm supposed to look down on the left. So I'm seeing a bridge over here, right? A bridge or a highway over here, right? To the left of me now, right? Okay, I got this place that maybe look like some kind of museum or something. All right, I have this noted as like a museum or something because I'm not sure what this could be, and I haven't really plugged it in. But I got to look at a place like that, a museum. Now you see where these animals are. Now I'm thinking this could be a place where a museum or animals or something could be. All right, a highway maybe run near or in front of there or something to that nature. A highway or a bridge or something to that sort, right? Now, when you look over here on the right, I'm seeing a church, right? This could be a church. I have this as, and it's funny because I have this written down like as a homeless shelter or some sort, right? So I got to look at a homeless shelter, a church, a cathedral, something that used to maybe could be a homeless shelter. And I have this written down as a homeless shelter because I didn't know what energy that I was going to put in here. This is the thing. I'm seeing a parent involved right here, and I have a couple is involved, right? I have this that said a couple is involved, and I have to be careful because I was putting some energy in here, but you see this grandma here and you see this man in the back. So I got to look at two people being involved, right? I got to look, the woman may be older than the man, right? I have to look at these things because I know a parent is involved in some kind of way. So I'm looking at some things, all right, that tell me a couple, two people are involved, a parent is involved, right? Somebody might be at this homeless shelter, right? Or something's going on. So I got to look at a shelter that maybe turned into a home. Something is going on here, right? Right? So I got to look at some things, events going on here, something going on here as far as a location where I had to look to at the left, right? So I got to look at even him being over here and someplace where they may have a museum, where they may have some kind of carnival at a museum, a zoo-like area, a bridge may be there, tunnel. I got to look at that. This right here, I have to look at this too. Some kind of area where maybe a certain group of people may go to get certain things. These convenience stores and grocery stores may specialize in certain kind of food. And when I say that, I mean like they could specialize in soul food, just for instance. So I have a lot of people who love soul foods going to this area, right, to get the food. So I have to look at an area like that, right? They specialize in something. All right, let's go for clarity. So if any of you all is following this case and from the area and may know, plug it in. All right, family, because this is what I'm seeing. It's the ancestors for clarity. That's the location. All right, you see the sacrifice on where I got a parent is involved? So I got to look at a birth parent. Here's the screaming quarrels. Here's the sacrifice. So right here, I got to look at this happening to a birth parent as far as this birth parent, all right, being involved, all right? So I got to associate that energy with this, where I say a parent is involved, where you see these kids and a parent. I have to look at this parent being sacrificed, right? But you know the energy is going to shift, right? So let's just see what's going on. You see these screams? You see this scream? You see this area, this area, like I said, may look like only a certain group of people may live in this area. So maybe an all Hispanic area, or black area, or Jewish area. You understand? I'm seeing that as a position we got to look into deeper, because I'm seeing some screams and quarrels going on in this area. Okay? This is the area we need to focus on. Now I'm seeing something happening to a birth parent. It looked like the birth parent, because I know that something happened to this birth parent. And I got to look at something happening to this birth parent around this area, right? Being sacrificed. I also have to look in this area, all right? So I got to look at also a birth parent or a birth child, okay? Being found here, maybe near some animals, right? So I got to look at the birth child and the birth parent, because the energy is going to shift. And I know something happened to both a birth parent and a birth child. Let me know if the birth parent was found. I know you all said that a park or something, because I kept on picking up that energy strong, and I know I could pick it up on Children's Spread, right? If anything happened to their parents. Let me know if it was in the area like near, maybe they have a carnival or a bridge or some sort, right? Clarity, location. You know what? You remember when I said over here, somebody's not wrapped too tight, all right? In Nylo case, remember I said over here two people was involved? 2 people, right? This tell me about a couple, 2 people. I got to look at maybe somebody being older than the man, because I see this older woman here. 2 people. Here's an agent, right? Here's an agent where these 2 people are, right? So I know I got somebody else involved in some kind of way. Some kind of way. Somebody else is involved. All right, let's look at this, right? I'm seeing something happening, all right? I'm seeing the birth, all right? Even the birth could tell me about new beginnings. It could tell me about, yes, a birth child, an actual pregnancy. Somebody's pregnant, right? Birth child, birth parent. I'm seeing this blunt object, all right? Something's going on here. All right, with this blunt object. So somebody got a blunt object. I know somebody got the blunt object. Lets me know if something happens suddenly and unexpectedly, causing a forced rupture. Right? Lets me know about a bankruptcy or a theft, a illness. This will let me know about. So whatever happened, it happened suddenly and unexpectedly. So I have to look at some things happening to a birth parent and a birth child suddenly and unexpectedly. I got this on here where this in the same area where this, you see this hot dog stand or some kind of eatery is going on here, this blunt object. So I have to look at some things, even if you toss the blunt object over in that area, or if this has happened somewhere near where this place is at. But I'm seeing whoever have this blunt object, they're not mentally there, right? They're not mentally there. And I also have to look at this convenience store. So something is going on in connection to here, right? With this blunt objects, here's them not mentally there, because they're having a lot of quarrels in here. They're having a lot of quarrels going on inside of here. I got to look inside even this home or this area where a lot of people, a certain group of people may live, right? Now I'm seeing a birth dad too, all right? Because I got to look at a dad. I got to look at a sexual partner as well. So I have to look at a dad, All right. I have to look at a dad too, a birth parent, a birth child. I got to look at a dad. I got to look at this male as a sexual partner because I got the promiscuous on top of this dad. So I have to look at some other things. I see in his dad here, looked like he's here at this carnival area, right? Some kind of area, museum or something. I'm seeing a sexual partner here. So I'm seeing a sexual partner here at this bridge or highway, some promiscuous things going on. So the sexual partner, listen, the sexual partner tells me, this promiscuous tell me about a sexual partner or many sexual partners. So I got to look at this dad, all right, because he's a father in some kind of way. And I got to look at this birth and the dismember, right? So if somebody got abortion or somebody lost a baby, I got to incorporate this dad into that equation, right? So even if he doesn't have physical kids, I know that at some point somebody was pregnant by him in some kind of way. I'm getting it reading two ways. Somebody pregnant. Here's the dismember. So it looked like somebody even had a miscarriage or terminated a pregnancy here, right? But then when you're getting it this way, I'm picking up the birth again. I got to look at this dad and another sexual partner who was pregnant, right? Because I got to look at that, right? Because I'm seeing it in here. But I'm seeing this, whoever this promiscuous partner is, the sexual partner, I'm seeing a bridge or a highway. So I have to look at them even traveling, and even a sexual partner being found near something, near a bridge or near a bridge or a highway. And the reason why it's coming up like this as a promiscuous in a birth with this dad, because this man right here, this dad, right, this male, have many sexual partners. You understand? So I got to look at some other sexual partners, other people that he had sexual relations with, right? Now you see the sacrifice, all right? Somebody been sacrificed, right? Here's a parent that's involved that has been sacrificed. Now you see the human trafficking, and lets me know that you has taken someone, right? You has taken someone. You see this? This is crazy, because you see this, how I got this as a homeless shelter. So I got to look at somebody being taken, somebody going to a homeless shelter, right? Some kind of shelter or something like this, to this nature, right? I got this marked as a homeless shelter. That's crazy, because when I was doing the energy, I never even had these cards, right? About 2 weeks ago, when I was doing meditating and going into my cards, I kept picking up the energy of like a church or an abandoned church or something with a church. I know a shelter could be a church as well, because they have a lot of places where people, churches turn into shelters at nighttime, right? A lot of places are like that. So I have to look at some things as it relates to this agent, all right? A third party energy in this couple coming in, right? I have to look at some things. I got to look at even somebody taking him to this shelter, right? Taking him to a location where is abandoned shelter, or even an abandoned church of some sort, right? I'm seeing this cross here, because sometimes you got to look at the picture too, family, all right? So sometimes it's the picture, is the word, and the many energies in the card. So I have to look at some things, all right? I have to go back to when I was picking up that energy of something like an abandoned church. Now, let me know if it's an abandoned church in an area where people maybe a certain group of people may go to this area just to get food, a certain type of food. I have to look at that, right? Because I'm seeing it in here. All right, so I'm going to just leave that alone. I'm trying to pick up just a location, right? I already know the events that happened, because the ancestors already pushed this out in previous spreads, all right? So I know these things has happened. I just have to know about the location. But this location right here, it tells me a certain group of people only go to this location and look like they go there for food. Wherever this is, I got to look at a homeless shelter or some kind of shelter being over there, right? And on the other side, it may be some kind of park or some kind of carnival there as well, right? Some kind of museum or something with animals. So I'm looking at both ends what's surrounding it. Okay, let's go for clarity into this. So somebody definitely have a weapon over here, okay? And I'm looking at this place. This could be like I said, this could be some kind of carnival or some kind of place where you could eat at. You see how this is, right? Some kind of eatery. It could be somebody's place of employment, maybe where they serve food at. Seeing a weapon here. So, and I'm seeing a weapon here where this food is at. So I got to look at them even discarding a weapon of some sort also, what they had used. They discarded it somewhere in this area as well, because I'm seeing that there too. This person's not wrapped too tight. I got to look at them discarding something that they use, right, in this area as well. And I got to look at Nylo being in this area, being taken in this area somewhere where some kind of shelter, or even a church that's turned into a shelter, or vice versa. All right, an abandoned place, because I was picking up that energy before of an abandoned shelter. All right, abandoned church, of an abandoned church. I kept picking it up, right? Some kind of abandoned church I was picking up in a park where a carnival may be, because I have to look at a carnival only because I was on that wonder wheel. I was on some kind of wheel that takes you up and go around. I think that's what they call it, the wonder wheel. All right. And I had to look to the left of me. So I have to look at some things here on the left. All right. You all could plug it in and let me know if it's anything that resembles something that I had spoke about within this read. Anybody who's from that area or may know who's following the case. All right, family. You all have a blessed day. Put the comments in the comment section. Love you all.